Hi guys, Drew here, back with another episode of Drew Talks Caps, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about two games from the St. John's Junior Caps, and then the St. John's Senior Caps as well. Two games that played by both teams that were pretty solid in general. There is only one loss that we have to talk about in this video, unfortunately, but I mean, so I'll get started with the Junior Caps, I suppose. The Junior Caps ended up winning both of their games. I'll talk about the first game, then I'll talk about the second one. Second one I found a little more exciting to talk about, based off because I was involved with the game. But I wasn't in attendance for this first game, but I do know that the Caps won 5-4 over the CBN Junior Stars. Not too bad at all for them. The goals in this game, Luke Power scored 2, Jordan Winter with 1 as well. Sean Brown and Austin Bryan as well were able to score for the Junior Caps. Not too shabby at all. And then in CBS, they were able to win 3-2 in overtime against the CBR Junior Renegades. I was doing play-by-play for this game. It was a really good game in general. I said in general a lot in that play-by-play if you never noticed. Andrew Vitch scored the first goal of the game for the Caps. Charles Walsh scored his first goal of the season with the Caps. And then Nolan Avery finished it off razzle-dazzle in overtime. Winner, Jigs dinner. As if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to my YouTube shorts. There's more. The most recent video that's there is what you'll want to know that for. But yeah, Nolan Avery's OT GWG is on my page, and it's also on the Caps one, I believe. But yeah, pretty good. Nolan Avery played in Southern Shore last weekend. He scored overtime in there, and then Nolan Avery comes to CBS and says good night, Renegades Nation. And so with those two wins, the Caps, the Junior Caps, indeed have a 13-4-0 record. That places them second in the SJJAHL, only 1 point behind the CBR Junior Renegades. Not bad at all. If the season ended today, who would they play in the first round, you may ask? That is the Avalon Junior Celtics. I believe there are 8 teams in the SJJAHL. I don't know why I just hold up 4, but I believe it's a 1-8 format, and then basically if you're second, you play the 7th tier team, and the Caps right now are in a position to play the Avalon Celtics, so not too bad at all. Their goals for in every single game they played so far, they scored 69 goals out of all the games they've scored. They've out of all the games they've played, they scored 69 goals. Nice. And then their goals against I don't know why I'm losing my voice. The goals against they've let in through the year is 48 goals. So not too bad at all. As obviously you want more goals than you want goals against, and that's what they got. So not too bad at all. Their overall plus minus is plus 21. That is really good. If you're wanting to win a cup or a championship, that's the type of numbers that you want. But yeah, we have a little bit of breaking news to talk about. If you don't follow me on Twitter, that's at Felsom Drew Felsom. You may have saw this already. And also if you're in Caps Nation, you may have saw this already as well. There was a trade to announce, and there was a player loaned to the Junior Caps, and Evan Martin gets traded to the Southern Shore Breakers. He was a goalie for the Caps this year, was basically as on that third stringer role with the Caps. Nathan Hurley, Jack Barrington really stole that job with him. But now, with this breaking news kind of that's there to announce, the goalie that has been loaned to the St. John's Junior Caps is Scott Kirby. And if you don't know this guy, he's absolutely nasty with some of the saves he makes. He carried the Holy Heart Highlanders to the Regiment tournament, the tournament I did a little bit of play-by-play for. He was the goalie for that Holy Heart team in that tournament. He was playing in Amherst this year for Junior A, and now he got loaned to the St. John's Junior Caps. And in order for them to get Scott Kirby, they had to trade Evan Martin to Southern Shore, because right now the Caps have 3 goalies: Jack Barrington, Nathan Hurley, and then Scott Kirby. Not too bad at all if you ask me. The Caps are looking pretty good as of late. Hopefully Scott Kirby will play soon. I guess the next home game will be the next game will be against the Paradise Warriors in Paradise. The next home game will be December 20th versus the Avalon Junior Celtics. And so yeah, that pretty much wraps up things with the Junior Caps. I think next weekend I won't be doing much with the Drew Talks Caps. I'll probably do a different type of video. Either that's broadcasting hockey or talk hockey, or just doing a talking hockey episode. Whether that's NHL, ECHL, QMJHL. Yeah, so I'll probably try to get something out different next week. Even though the senior caps only play one game in that weekend. So yeah, so that pretty much wraps things up with the junior caps. We move on to the St. John's senior caps, and the senior caps ended up winning their Friday game versus the CBs. Not too bad at all. The Harvard Grace CB Stars, I should say. The goals in this game, Ryan Costello opens up the scoring. Opens up the scoring. He's been pretty good this year for the senior caps. Really good piece. He was the captain for the junior caps last year. Graduated from the SJJHL, moves on to senior, and he's been doing pretty well as of late. Mike Cole scores the second goal of the game for the Caps, and then Mark Rumsey scores two goals for the Caps in this game. Tanner Humber-Dredge adds on to that scoring, and then Joel Bishop ends up getting the empty netter. Not too bad at all. Not only was that M&M Bish line getting some goals, actually not the M&M Bish line, just Bishop in general, scoring in this game, not too bad at all. And then in Southern Shore, they lose 5-2, and that was a pretty big, that wasn't that great in that game. The only goals that were scored by the Cats was by a defenseman, Curtis Heffernan, and both were on the power play, in fact. Yeah, so the Cats have a 4-0 record, which is 5th in the AESHL. I don't know why I almost said the SJJHL, completely different league, but not too bad at all. And a reason why I said not the M&M Bish line, Kyle McGrath was actually in Boston this week. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it was vacation. Maybe it was due to his work. I'm not too sure. But yeah, he was in Boston. I saw him at a few Bruins games. I didn't see him in person at a few Bruins games. But yeah, on his Instagram story, he was at a few games. So not too bad at all for Kyle. Hopefully he was scouting maybe if he can play like Pasternak on the senior ice, I suppose. I don't know. He's kind of already like Pasternak in seniors, sniping those pucks every single game. Not too bad at all. Their goals leader is Kyle McGraw as well with 9 goals. Their assist leader is Tanner Humber-Dredge with 10 assists. And then their points leader is actually tied with Tanner Humber-Dredge and Kyle McGraw with 15 points. Their penalty minutes leader, their PIMS leader is Mark Rumsey with 20 PIMS. Not too bad at all, I suppose. I guess Rumsey is technically a rough guy, so maybe he'll get in a fight sometime this year in senior. I'm not too sure. And I just want to list off some key problems, because 5th in the league, that isn't that great. But yeah, so not too bad at all, I guess. But it isn't that great. They'll end up playing the Southern Shore Breakers in the first round if the season ended today. And as you saw, that 5-2 loss, not too great at all. But yeah, their next game will be Sunday, December 8th, and it will be the Teddy Toss versus the Harvard Grace CB Stars. As I said, they won 6-3, not too bad at all. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, you could like this video, you can subscribe if you really liked it. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, so if you can hit that subscribe button down below, I truly appreciate it. That's it for today's video, guys, and I'll talk to you all again soon.